I wanted to go over some hunting safety tips since it is that time of year again. Most people in our area either held a gun, hunt, or know somebody who does hunt. There are many hunting accidents every year, most of which are preventable with proper hunting safety knowledge. There are over 1,000 hunting accidents involving shooting injuries every year, 10% of those which lead to death. There are 6 times more tree stand accidents than there are gun accidents. The main issue with tree stands are not wearing proper harnesses. As you can see, this gentleman is wearing a harness which prevented him from falling to the ground. In this picture, this gentleman is showing us how to properly strap our harnesses to the tree. There are many different types of options for harnesses, and you can even get the harnesses in the fluorescent orange color. In the first picture, you can see this lady is using the 3-point contact technique. With a 3-point contact technique, it helps you be more stabilized. Generally when hunting, you usually go early in the morning, and sometimes it is raining. So using a 3-point contact helps prevent you from falling or slipping when it's wet. Excuse me. In the second image, you can see this lady is using a string to help pull her rifle to her. You never want to use it strapped around the scope or strapped around the trigger area. Wrapping it around the shoulder harness is the best way. Always treat a gun as if it were loaded. Even if you know you took it apart and there's no way it could be loaded, always treat it like it's loaded because you never know. There are many mechanisms on guns to help from them accidentally firing. However, don't always trust these things and always assume the gun is loaded. Knowing when to have a gun loaded, following state laws on how to transport firearms, and always keep the guns unloaded unless you have a concealed weapons permit. Every state has different laws and regulations in regards to transporting firearms. So always make sure you double check on what the regulations are for each state. Always keep the guns unloaded. If you keep the guns unloaded, this helps prevent from accidental misfire. Unless you have a concealed weapons permit, you should always keep it unloaded, just to be on the safe side. If you have a concealed weapons permit, you can have any guns loaded, because that means you took the course for not only hunter's education, but also for your weapon. Hunter safety courses. These hunter safety courses are usually about 8 hours long if in person, or you can take them online. The hunter safety courses go over gun safety as well as the regulations for hunting and when hunting seasons generally start in each state. Each state has their own hunter's education course that you have to take. Practice shooting and handling a gun. The more you practice with it and handling it, the more you know your gun and what you can do and not do with it. Also, when you practice shooting, that gives you a better idea of how well you can shoot and make sure that you keep your eye on the target. Be sure to wear the proper fluorescent orange. You have to wear a hat or a beanie or any type of covering of the head that is orange, and you have to wear an orange vest. Always wear proper harnesses. Remember, always treat a gun like it's loaded and never blindly shoot at a target. The reason why we never blindly shoot at a target is because that's how a lot of accidents do occur. Someone sees something moving in the bush and they assume it's a deer and they just shoot when it could actually be a human. So if you follow some of these steps, you can actually try to help prevent from having any injuries while out in the woods.